All right, we are back with another video. This is Interracial Spiritual Experiences. We want to thank everyone for joining us. Want to thank everyone for just being here. We appreciate you. On Interracial Spiritual Experiences, we try to motivate, inspire, and to help all of our members live their best life, whether that's with spiritual encouragement, relationship, advice, and coaching. We're here for you. Now today, January the 20th, is a big day in U.S. history. This is a day when there is a transition of power. 2021, have you had a transition of power in your life? All right, what team are you on? Is your team winning? If not, I title this video is Stand by Your Man. Stand by your woman. Stand by your team. Stand. That's what we're saying. Just stand. If whomever you're with is doing right by you, stand with them. Uphold them. Encourage them. Do the right thing by them. Don't throw them under the bus, under a train, under a bicycle. You know what I mean. We're saying that stand for the team, whether they're, if they're being good and doing good, whether they're winning or losing, stand by them. We're here to motivate and to get back to healthy dating, healthy relationship behavior, okay? Because it's not what you say, it's what you do, irises. This is Dr. Love, here to encourage you once again that there are teams winning out there. There are teams standing by those that stand by them. I'm going to quote a Malcolm X comment. I'm not sure where he got that from. I'm going to be quoting Maya Angelou as well. People that have tried to do something for the cause. I like that term. They say, hey, let's take a pause for the cause. A pause being, let's take a pause from the idiocracy out here in these streets. People bragging about taking advantage of people. That's not something to be encouraged about. Where is that golden rule? Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. Where is that rule that treat people like you want to be treated? We're here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences. We're here to encourage you in that. It never feels good to be taken advantage of, to be used, abused, and mistreated. We're here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences. We're trying to provide a platform where we can all win. Why does a game have to be involved with winners and losers? Why can't everybody be a winner? Now how big you win is how big and how much you invest in the game. So we're not saying they're not going to be big winners, but we want to say, why be small winners when you can be big time winners? We're here to promote healthy dating, healthy relationships, whether that's with your community. If you don't like your community, well, join ours. Here, it doesn't matter what language you speak, what culture you're in, what religion. It's about doing good and being good. What is that definition of good? Something that's not bad. I know it's very vague, but sometimes you got to take it on a one-on-one. But what is your higher power? What is it, that moral compass that's driving you to be your best you? That's what we're talking about here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences. You can give us a buzz, a ring on Instagram, Iris5. You can email us at b@iris.club. If you want healthy advice or matchmaking, we have interracialspiritualexperiences.com. Yeah, we're trying to provide that platform for you all to win in 2021 and beyond. As we say, to infinity and beyond, for all those Toy Story fans. Why does life have to be so complicated? Why does life have to be so challenging, especially involving relationships? And on this day about standing by your man, standing by your woman, standing by your team, whoever's allowing you to win, value them, protect them, respect them. So the behavior we're calling out for those that like to degrade their team, talk bad about their team. You need to stop it, because that's not how you win the championship. All my sports fanatics out there, y'all seen the best teams. the champions, the Super Bowlers, all those that are winning in their sport, is because they play by the rules. And if some are not playing by the rules, they are prematurely or postponedly ejected from the game. So long term, their career will not span if they continue with such behavior. So following the rules, what's the rules of dating? Number 1, treat people like you want to be treated. Number 2, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Number 3, follow the all 3 of those involve rule number 1. Well, there's a lot of ways you can put it, but it's pretty much the same thing. If you do the first rule, you don't have to worry about all the rest. They're just going to fall into place. So many people have the spirit of discontentment, of ingratitude, of backbiting and selfishness. We were growing up, we had always heard tales of the green-eyed monster. The monster that would arise that will eventually take over a person. So if you have those tendencies, if there's a lifestyle you want, I said, let's get it, let's go. Okay? There are ways to get something without having to throw people under the bus. If there's a particular lifestyle you want to emulate and it's good, then let's work some steps to try to get that way. If you ever look at famous people today, at some point in their life, they have had a relationship that helped them win. So we'll start right now looking for the relationship that's going to help you win. Those that don't value you will not let you win long term. So why not get in a relationship where you win, you're valued, you're protected, and you're respected? Where they hold you down because you stand by their man, you stand by their woman, you stand by your team. Stand is what we're saying. Don't sit down. Now is not the time to sit down and rest on your laurels, as they say. Now is the time to get up, do something. You don't like your life? You don't like your finances? Do something. It used to be a time where if you wanted more money, you just get up and get another job. Some people I knew had 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, and they were always working was their motto. But now we're in difficult and different times where you just can't get multiple jobs. Having one job, keeping and retaining that one job is a challenge. So now it's even more important to hook up and to get with those that are winning. Okay, you don't like their hairstyle. Are you winning though? Okay, you don't like their clothing. Okay, but are you winning though? Now, if you don't like their attitude, that might be a game changer. But what we're saying is stop focusing on the external and start focusing on the internal and the eternal. Okay, maybe you're at the end of life's journey. You've had the jobs you want, you've had the relationship you want, you've had the children you want, you have the legacy. But what about the eternal? What are you doing to plan for the hereafter? Following that golden rule is a good way to plan for the hereafter. Most people say, oh, you got to get your 401k, you got to get your 501c3 organization started, you have to do blah, 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 blah. But how is this helping you for your hereafter? You can do both simultaneously. You can live here and get ready for the hereafter. Are you preparing for that? You might have your portfolio together, but that won't work when it's time for the hereafter. Because guess what? You can't take none of this with you. Excuse my English, you can't take anything with you. You can't take it but your character. How is your character today? We had a couple of videos talking about your temperature check. Your spirit check. What's your check on your character today? Are you a person that others, when they hear your name, will smile or will they cringe? Do you have a personality that just ticks everybody off? When they calling you everything but a child of you know what? Or they calling you a son of a you know what? I mean, what is your character like? Do you have something that you can look back and say, I'm proud of who I am? If you're not 2021, let's change it. Let's get it. Let's go. That's our motto here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences. We have a dating website. Tune in on interracial spiritual experiences.com. No spaces, no capitalizations. Log in. You know, we do have different levels of help in relationships. Not everybody needs the same help. You need help finding the one. The site, sometimes you just can't find the one. Time is money. If you don't want to sit around left clicking, right clicking, and then get all your hopes and dreams on a profile for it to turn out to be a scammer, then you need our services. We were out and about, we were going to venues, we would be doing some things virtually now, but still you can find the one. You know, your attitude determines your altitude, as I heard one motivating speaker say. What's your attitude today? Are you in a lose-lose type attitude where nothing goes right and I'm just not doing well? Well, we need you to do an attitude adjustment. I need you to change that in 2021. I need you to look in the mirror and call yourself a winner. I need you to call yourself the next one in line for your blessing. I need you to do that, irises. Just because we're in difficult times don't mean your life have to be difficult. You can still stand for those that are right. Donate. And I mean, are you helping somebody else? You know, too much do we have a society that deals with I, and me. You got an iPhone, an iPad, iTunes, I. What about others? You know, what you've done for the least of these, my brethren, you've done it to me. Someone that has sacrificed it all just so that we can have a second chance. Are you helping someone else? Or are you always about helping yourself? Well, let's change that in 2021. You know, they used to say one for me and one for you. You know, there was a little rhyme thing people did as children. One for me and one for you. If you got to make sure you get something, then you make sure you give something to somebody else as well. Pay it forward was some of the terminology they've used back in the day. You know, if you want to be thankful for something, try to help the next person, the next level, the next one in the community to live their best life. What have you done for that? You know, is it all about you and your life? Well, you let me know how that goes. Because many that have helped themselves, when they look around, there's no one to help them. But for those that have helped others, you know, it was a movie, I don't know if y'all have seen it back in the day. There are some, you know, incorrect things in the movie, like, you know, certain principles. But the whole principles was, it was a wonderful life. And this gentleman had gotten into a bind. Y'all know the movie. I'm not going to give y'all the whole plot on it. But if you haven't heard of It's a Wonderful Life, you need to look at it. It's a beautiful story about when you need help, who have you helped? And how greed can allow people to get in situationships, as they call them, you know. And what we're wanting you to do is we want you to win in 2021, but you have to be on a team. Only teams go to the Super Bowl. Only teams go to the championships. If you're playing a team sport. And dating and life is a team sport. Don't get that wrong. In the inauguration that's going to be going on today, it's a team. They're getting their teams lined up, whether they're cabinet members, whether they're lawyers and doctors and officials that know how to do what they do. They're putting them on their team so they can win. Now the administration that's leaving is questionable on whether they won or whether they lost. You know, the verdict is still out. But, you know, you can focus all day long on other people's teams. But are you working on your team, irises? I mean, who do you have that's helping you win? Do you have a lifestyle coach? Hey, email us, b@iris.club. Be like the letter boy. You know, are you winning in that your finances are straight? In 2021, we're going to be talking about getting our finances. Do you have a budget? You know, I mean, how much is going out and how much is coming in? You know, if you can't seem to get up and get motivated, get around people that are getting up and getting motivated. Do something for somebody else, and sometimes that will motivate you. Stand by your team. If you have team members that's winning, don't start drilling holes in their boat. where they sink so you can rise. You don't have to step on others just to rise to the top. Yes, I do understand that many people at the top have done that. But I know one. It might be more than one, but I don't know as many people as some others do. But sometimes it's all about quality and not quantity. You can have 1,000 people but how well do those people help you on your team? It's about getting your team together, irises. Those here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences, we want you, sometimes your experience and your help may not look like you, may not talk like you, may not move in your circles, but they're in circles that win. Why do we have to keep scraping the bottom of the barrel, irises? I want you to live your best life. I want you to level up to the situation that you can determine who can be involved in it, your circle. And we want you to be a part of our circle. Because in 2021, we're naming it and claiming it. We're winning. We're winning because we're still here. We're winning because we have aspirations and goals and resolutions of what we want our life to be. If you plan not, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Y'all heard these motivational moments and thoughts. We want you to plan to win. We're winning, irises. Sometimes it can seem like you're losing, but you're actually winning. And we want everyone here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences to win. Sometimes that means moving out of your comfort zone. Sometimes that means moving up to a higher plane in a field where you're not used to. Well, consult with us so we can help you navigate the sharks in these streets here, in these dangerous waters. We have those that do try to bring us down, but we don't have to focus on those. We have those that don't respect and don't value us because they don't think we have value. But Iris is here, over here, you have much value. And we appreciate and we thank you, and invite others. Share the link, like, subscribe, be a part, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get this out. If you're tired of what's in these streets, let's do something to change it. Let's start a movement, hashtag value and respect everyone. Let's start a movement of stand by your man, hashtag stand by your woman, hashtag stand by your team. Let's hashtag it in 2021, irises. Stop being in spaces where you feel depressed, you feel distressed. Get in spaces where if you still don't have the life you want, you can still be valued and respected over here, because you bring value, you bring respect. And of course, that's our number one, criteria for being on our space, is you must value and you must respect. If you don't know how to do that, then we want you to stay tuned as we have more content of motivating you, right? Of encouraging you, right? To help you to win, right? Because that makes us all look good. We want each and every person on this platform. And sometimes you can't win by yourself. You need a team. Let irises be your team. Let Dr. Love help coach you and inspire you and get you to the place where you can win and step into your inheritance. It's time to start winning, irises. Don't worry about who is not. Our main concern is, are you? And they say, Uncle Sam wants you, we want you. Uncle Sam not the only one that wants you. We want you here on Interracial Spiritual Experiences. And I say, come on, let's bring our A game in 2021. Let's bring it. And again, we want to just thank you for, taking this moment of your time, of your day, to stay encouraged, to live your best life, to pay it forward. We have a donation platform where we help domestic violence victims, those that have gotten in situations where they can't extract themselves out of. Join us, donate on our platform, on Patreon, on Instagram, we have a Cashapp account. Cashapp with the hashtag, with the $sign BHWCMC. Donate, pay it forward, try to help somebody else. And we're going to shout out all our donations, shout out all those that have helped to inspire others. Let's be a part of a team that wins. Irises, we're signing out. Just wanted to give your motivation, inspiration moment of the day. Yeah, it's sometimes on Car Chronicles. But either way, we think about you. So think about others. Signing out. Iris is out.